Before working with the Body Positive, I didn't even know what my relationship with my body was like. I was kind of unaware of even having a connection with my body, and I would try and make myself thinner and was never satisfied with the way my body looked, and it caused a lot of stress in my life. When I came to college, it was not an easy transition for me. Living in the dorms was really hard, eating at the dining halls, and I slowly developed bulimia, which again progressed to be pretty severe, where I was really damaging my body. And this time I got professional help with a therapist, but again I got to a place where I was not purging and wasn't starving myself, but I still was so dissatisfied with my body and had this idea in the back of my head that I would be thinner at some point, or that my body wasn't the way it was going to be for the rest of my life. When I came to college and at Berkeley too, where classes are really competitive and difficult, I definitely saw a change in my grades. I was not getting the grades that I expected I would get. I couldn't focus in class. I didn't even know how studying was impossible when all I could think about is how hungry I was, or how beating myself up over what food I just ate, or thinking I needed to go to the gym, or when my mind was full of all those things, it was impossible to even think about trying to fill it with chemistry. It just blows my mind that there could be anyone that doesn't struggle with food in college. I got this email out of the blue from a random listserv about the Body Positive, and it's suggested this idea about self-love, and that just seemed fantastic and crazy at the same time. Who would have thought that you could actually love yourself? And I didn't know if I really believed it could be true or even work for me, but I thought it was worth a try. And that's when I met Connie and Elizabeth with the Body Positive. It was the first people I've really seen that actually love themselves, and they talked about what they were trying to do, but they also showed it. So it was something I could believe, because they were just exuding their love for themselves. So how could I not believe that? It's just like loving someone else in a relationship or as a partner. You want to be able to trust them, and you know that you'll unconditionally love them, and it's that same relationship with yourself. Finding that trust to know that you're going to be okay, and if you're having a bad day, to know that it's not okay to take your anger out on your body. You're going to still love your body, just like if you're having a bad day at work, you're not going to go be mad at your partner if you really love them. You're creating that trust and that balance within yourself. When I started to love myself, and that obsession of food wasn't there, I began to actually love food and love exercise. It wasn't oh, you have to go to the gym. It was, oh, I feel like my body needs to move right now, so I want to go to the gym. My self-love allows me to really listen to what my body needs, which makes me a healthier person in my mind and in my body physically. All of a sudden, I didn't have to work hard in school, and my grades just all of a sudden rose, and it wasn't that I was getting any smarter, but it was really that I just had so much more time to think about school rather than those obsessions about food. As a college woman, I feel like I've faced in every friendship and pretty much every group situation with other women that we create these communities to sort of make ourselves feel bad and degrade ourselves and say, oh, we're gonna be bad tonight and eat a pizza, or before we go out at night we look in the mirror and look at to say how fat our thighs are. And now that I love myself, when these things happen, I kind of give myself a little hug inside, because I don't have to hate myself, and instead of worrying about how jiggly my thighs are when I'm dancing, I can go and dance and pay attention to the people I'm meeting and the friendships I have. Oh gosh. Being in a room with a group of women from the Body Positive is you don't have to worry about anything. You can totally focus on who you are. It's about just who we are as people, and walking into a room and really knowing that that's all that's cared about. It just makes the room so filled with love, because you can really pay attention to who people really are. Being in a room filled with that much love for who everyone really is on the inside makes everyone and myself feel amazing on the outside as well, because it makes you accept and love who you are on the inside, and also that radiates to externally too, because you start to feel good. So you can move and you can laugh and you can embrace who you are inside and out. It makes you feel safe to feel attractive. I feel like the body positive has really allowed me to live. Like before with all the obsessions and with my body hatred, I couldn't enjoy life, and the body positive community has given me the opportunity to see my life and love it.